Sorry, I had to set up the chat. Hello everyone, my name is To The Gates Erickson. I am here after my first shift of work. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. And I wanted to just share with you my picks for the current up-and-coming NALCS League of Legends teams. And how I rank them from 10 to 1. I'm gonna start at 10 and go from 10 to 7. I'm gonna do 10 to 7 in this video. I'm gonna try to make the video only 20 minutes long. And for those of you who don't know, this is about the NALCS teams, League of Legends eSport, the North American League of Legends competitive sport or scene. And we're going to talk about teams 10 through 7, I think, 10 through 8. 10, okay. We'll go 10 through 8. We'll go bottom 3 teams that see relegation. So these are the teams that I think are going to probably see relegation this year. So we're going to start. First one's going to be FlyQuest. Top lane Balls, Jungle Moon, mid lane High, AD carry Altec, and support Elimination. This team, I really want to place higher, but it's not going to get higher. Probably because we have a lot of star power joining North America this year from Korean imports, and these are kind of just old players that played on the old Cloud9. They retired. Cloud9 Challenger, which is Cloud9's, their current Cloud9 organization in the NALCS. This is their team that they placed in the league below the NALCS, which is the Challenger scene. This team won Challenger, beat an NALCS team, and made it into Challenger. As a result, Cloud9 had to sell it / rebrand it, and hope that most of the players stayed. And they ended up doing that. FlyQuest was formed, and basically out of some of the old Cloud9 players, and they just they look like a throwback team. Altec and Moon are the 2 players that aren't from old Cloud9. Meteos is Cloud9's old jungler, and I think he's on the bench for Cloud9 currently, even though Cloud9 is favoring Contracts as their current jungler. And then Altec is on the AD carry position, whereas Sneaky is old Cloud9's AD carry. And Sneaky is still on the Cloud9's roster, which is really good for Sneaky. He's still around. But basically this team just has a lot of players that have been strong in the past, but they don't look too outstanding now. Balls is the example where he kind of fell out of favor as a top laner. He was good, but he wasn't that great. High was always very good. He was very mechanically skilled. He had his own special picks, but he ended, I think due to injury, he kind of ended up just becoming, he kind of fell by the wayside, and now is kind of like a middle of the pack mid laner. The issue here is Moon is their jungler. He's not a very outstanding jungler, and jungle has such a strong impact on its lanes and how to win the game and snowballing the game. So what that says is, with the star-studded lineups of the current junglers this year, Moon will not be able to probably get out-jungled and not be able to affect his lanes as well as he should, and that will result in this team probably staying in the bottom of the list, bottom of the league. Elimination and Altec, not much to say. Elimination's good, Altec's good. They're not bad. Like, a lot of the bottom tier teams have a very reliable bot lane. Elimination is an old player. He's very knowledgeable. Same with High. They have very good shot calling. There's not a lot to take away from this. Altec and Elimination just aren't that aggressive. and that might come to punish them, that might not, but the top half of the map just doesn't shine bright enough to make this team feel like it sticks out. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm hoping I'm wrong. I want this team to do better than 10th, but it looks like it's just going to come in 10th on the rankings. Oh, next team, number 9. This is why I wanted to do 10 through 7, because these teams are all kind of in the same area, but I wanted to talk about top 4 really badly. Screw it. We'll go bottom of the pack. We'll go to, no, we're gonna do bottom 3. Anyways, Envy is what I have. Team Envious, sorry, is what I have for number 9. Honestly, I think this team could do a lot better. Sadly, it just suffers from it has a mediocre bot lane, Apollo and Hakuho, AD carry Apollo. Hakuho is the support. I really like both of the players. Apollo is a good utility AD carry, and Hakuho is just a good jack-of-all-trades support, is kind of what it seems like. He was doing really good last season as Envy's support, and he made Lod look really good, and he complemented Lod really well. Sadly, Apollo is a bit of a downgrade from Lod, but they I don't like it. I favor Lod over Apollo. Once again, this team got 6th though, so possibly the same thing again, because they are getting an improvement in their jungle. His name is Lyra. He is an LCK import, I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure he's an LCK import. He's better than Proxen, who is their jungler last split. And they keep Seraph and Ninja in the mid/top lane, and those two did really well in their respective lanes. Seraph definitely dominated his top lane area for a little while, but with the incoming stars and imports, they might have fallen to the wayside or out of favor due to the fact that some of these teams just have star-stacked lineups. So I have to place them in 9th. And honestly, they could be in 7th. Like, this is why I wanted to cover 10 through 7, but I don't want to cover 1 through 3. I want to cover 1 through 4. So I have to only cover 10 through 8. Screw it. Anyways, this team could definitely go higher. They definitely could make it out of my bottom. They definitely make it out of my bottom tier bracket into the mid tier bracket if they meshed as well as they did last season and get a jump on some of the teams who might have communication issues in the early part of the split. However, I don't think this team is star-studded enough to win lane for lane against many rosters in the current NALCS. So I have to place them in 9th. And this is looking like a faster video than I thought it was going to be. We're going to go to 8th. It's Phoenix 1. Top laner Zig, jungler Inori, mid lane Ryu, AD carry Arrow, and support Adrian. That is what I have currently. The roster might be wrong. All of these rosters might be wrong. I am officially sorry. Anyways, I love this game. Once again, this bot lane stands out though, and this is why I have them in 8th. I really should change that. It's a little different than the ones I have in the bottom tier. This one definitely could beg to make one of the highest, could possibly make it into the top of the middle tier. Like, they could vie for 5th or 6th. That's the issue with a lot of the teams this year, is they're super stacked. So anyways, Arrow and Adrian look freaking amazing. The only difference between the last 2 teams that we've talked about, the last 2 teams that I'm going to put in the bottom of the tier list, the difference between this team and the bottom of the other 2 between 9th and 10th, is that this team has a more than optimal, more than okay bot lane. Adrian, top 3 / top 4, top 4 supports in the NALCS. Arrow, top 3 AD carries in the LCK, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Arrow is KT Rolster's AD carry. And if I'm right, which I think I am, I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure where all these names come from, but I'm pretty sure Arrow was from KT Rolster. This is a top performing AD carry from the LCK. So, and then a top performing support from North America. These two, if they can make it through the language barrier, can work super well together, and that's kind of the reason they're stuck here with the suboptimal or the just okay AD carries and supports, is that, well, there's a language barrier in the bot lane, and that might kind of be an issue. Matt and Piglet seem to have worked through it, but Piglet has been here a lot longer than Arrow. Top half of the map looks, again, Ryu and Inori look amazing. Inori had the 1v9 game where he carried his Rengar, and as a TSM fan, I was salty for like at least a week after that happened. This man toppled my Giants. I love TSM. There's a little bit of bias in here. But Inori, freaking amazing, and the meta currently favors junglers like Inori. Ryu in the mid lane, top 2 EU LCS mid laner. This guy is incredible. He's carried his fair share of games in Europe. He definitely made a statement at Worlds for how good he was going to play. And I think he's in the top 4 mid laners in NA at this current time. And there's not much I have to say about him. He's going to perform. He's going to perform. He might carry the team on his back. Same with Arrow. They might carry the team on their back. Same with Inori. They might carry the team on their back. The only issue is the language barrier between Arrow and Ryu and the rest of the team. And then I get to the sore spot, which is why this team is also kind of down here, besides the language barrier in between Arrow and Adrian, which is why Arrow and Adrian are stuck with the okay bot lanes. Basically, every team below 4 has an okay bot lane. But Zig is the top laner, and I feel really sorry for this guy, because he's an okay top laner, just like Balls. But he's going to get outshined. There are so many stars joining the NALCS this year that Zig is going to get outshined, and unless Inori can find a way to play around him and save him from certain junglers / top lane, certain jungle / top lane duos in the current NALCS, Zig is going to be targeted, he's going to be exploited, he's going to get killed. Certain top laners will snowball right over him, and this is just kind of why Phoenix 1 is kind of low. Top lane has a higher potential to carry than the AD carry itself. Kind of, the AD carry is in a bad place right now, and you kind of need your top laner to do well, and Zig is kind of not set up to succeed, because while him and Inori have good synergy, it might not be good for them. It might not be good for Zig in his top lane due to the fact that we have so much incoming jungle top lane skill. And he doesn't shine bright enough. Just like Balls, he does not shine bright enough. And he's going to either have to step up this year and play better than he did last split, or he might just get axed. And that is why I have these teams placed where they are. FlyQuest 10, Envy 9, Phoenix 1 8. This is my bottom half of the table. This is my bottom of the table. Once again, Phoenix 1 and Envy look like they could definitely go higher, but the Envy's mediocre bot lane and questionably good mid and top lane might not make it for them. Lyra definitely looks like a bright spot in their jungle, but it's going to take some work for them to get out. Same with Phoenix 1. The bot lane looks amazing. The jungle looks amazing. The mid lane looks amazing. There's going to be a language barrier between the bot laners and between Inori and Ryu. That's going to be an issue. That's kind of why they're stuck here with FlyQuest, whereas FlyQuest is just kind of mediocre in every situation. And that's kind of sad. I want them to do better, but they don't have that many outstanding players. So, with that, I will thank you all. I'm going to do a quick fire of videos to get like all my stuff off here. And those are my rankings. FlyQuest in 10th, Envy in 9th, and Phoenix 1 in 8th. Remember, these are just my ravings, not anything set in stone. I can be totally wrong. I might also have the wrong rosters, by the way. So, I get to see tomorrow if I'm right. You get to see tomorrow if I'm right. I'm very interested to see how this weekend turns out. Who's going to be in first place after week 1. So anyway, thank you all for watching. My name is To The Gates, and this has been my bottom of the bracket NALCS rundown, 10th through 8th. Good night, and goodbye.